Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McCullough here with your morning Manchester United news. And we are hearing loads of conflicting reports on the takeover at this moment in time. Remember a few days ago, we heard it was all off. Now we're hearing that might not be the case. But amidst that, and in the backdrop of that, is Manchester United's plummeting share price as well, reacting. The market's reacting to that news that the Glazers could potentially be staying. So we got that to get stuck into, plus a little bit more. We're going to do that right here in this video. But before we go any further, let me ask you guys a quick favour. Listen, we've been building this Stretford Paddock community / full-time Devils community for over 10 years now. 700,000 plus of us. You guys can join us. So hit that subscribe button. Get being a part of it, and hopefully we can hit 750,000 subscribers ASAP. We have daily content, so get your notifications on so you know what's going down. But anyway, let's get stuck into all this news surrounding Manchester United at this moment in time. So the first story we heard was that Manchester United bidders have not been told that the club will be taken off the market as talks with Glazers continue after £600 million share price drop. It says Manchester United's share price has fallen by a record 600 million recently. It came after the Mail on Sunday's report the Glazers would take the club off the market, but sources close to the two bidders in a takeover race said they hadn't been told that. So it could be another case of the Glazers trying to squeeze further bids out of this situation, because as far as the bidders are aware, there's just no reaction, either yes, no, positive, negative. So it's really, really weird at this moment in time. That sources close to the two bidders in the takeover race and Tuesday night disclosed they had not been informed that the takeover or the sale was off. So Manchester United fans just continue to be in this world of misinformation about the takeover, just bobbing along thinking, are we going to get sold? Are we not going to get sold? Is it going to be the Sheikhs? Is it going to be Sir Jim Ratcliffe? Are the Glazers still going to be involved? Are the Glazers going to still have 100%? Like, no one knows what's going on right now. It's just leaving so much space for rumour, though. And because there's so much space for rumour, it's easy to believe anything that is out there, especially with these Glazers. But that's where we're at the moment, that, we've got to this position. And after that report and after those rumours, maybe that's why this report has come out, that, it's not definitely for sale. They're trying to protect the share price again. As we read on Sky yesterday, United's share price suffers worst day ever. Manchester United's share price fell by 18.22% after weekend reports the Glazer family were going to take the club off the market. The share price closed at 23.66 on Friday and dropped to 19.35 today. Now, I've got a little app here with share prices on. Let's have a look at what they're at the moment. United's share price is now at $19.35. So it's still at that point as we speak right now. So United's value has dropped off in that time. And it's what the Glazers deserve, really. Running around thinking it could potentially be worth £10 billion. Pull the other one. Just sell up and get out, man. God's sake. Someone that could be sold up and leave the club very soon is Donny van der Beek, who has been left out of Manchester United's Champions League list. Now, it kind of dispels the rumours that Erik ten Hag just loves anyone that he's had a previous relationship with, because he had a previous relationship with Donny van der Beek, which makes it seem like, the guy must not be doing it unless he's got some issues in the background that we're unaware of. Like, in terms of a footballing sense, he just must not be doing it for the manager. And for those people that worried that Garnacho was or Kobbie Mainoo weren't in the list, they don't have to be put in that list, as they can be put in the B list, which is obviously for younger players and things like that. So Garnacho, Kobbie Mainoo will be involved in the Champions League squad. Donny van der Beek is out of that, though. Looks like his career could be ending. There's still some transfer windows open, in various places around the world. Let's see if he'll be leaving Manchester United at any point. But it looks like it's heading that way. And the manager has pretty much made it clear that, you're not wanted for my Champions League squad. That means you're not wanted for some of the biggest games of the season. That means there's probably no hope for him at Manchester United. Chelsea may have had Ivan Toney transfer upper hand. This is another report. Despite Man United and Tottenham threatening, Chelsea seem to have the upper hand with every signing at the minute, as they just seem to be throwing bucket loads of cash at it. But it says might have a strong chance to sign Ivan Toney in January. After the Brentford forward switched agency, Toney has been linked with a transfer in the winter window. He's currently on a ban due to those betting breaches. I would love Ivan Toney at Manchester United. You might be able to get him down on a knockdown price as well. Yeah, I'd absolutely love him at Manchester United. I've said it before and I'll say it again. And even, with Rasmus Højlund there, you've still got space for another striker at the club because you need more than one. Anthony Martial is probably going to end up leaving in the summer. So for me, I'd be all over bringing in Ivan Toney to Manchester United. But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. Would he be the kind of player you want at Manchester United? So we obviously heard Nick Harris's story. And he reacted to that. I'm going backwards and forwards with the takeover stuff here, so I do apologise. My notes are all mixed up. But Nick Harris also posted this story late Saturday, which was, that the Glazers wouldn't be selling, led to around 550 million being wiped off the club's share price today after New York Stock Exchange opened following the Labour Day holidays. The club, Rain, and Sheikh Jassim's camp all had the chance to knock it down last week and said no comment or nothing. So that's where we're at with that. Basically, nobody really knows what's going on, do they? Which is a little bit frustrating. What will happen with Donny van der Beek? What will happen with Jadon Sancho as well? Everybody knows I'm a big fan of Jadon Sancho as a footballer. I think he's fantastic. But I'm a big fan of Erik ten Hag, and ultimately I support the manager on this one. I've seen some articles coming out talking about mental health and bringing up Dele Alli and all these kind of things. Look, it'd be unfair of us to assume that Jadon Sancho is having any issues, that mental health issues. But even if he was, what Erik ten Hag said is normal for a football manager to say about his players or squad. He didn't say anything personally damaging to him. He just said he needs to see better in training. That is like a real simple statement. He never went in on the player's character. He never closed the door on him. He didn't do anything like that. So yeah, I don't like seeing stuff like that being brought up because it's silly, unless you know for facts. And also what Ten Hag said wasn't at all that bad. So yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments. I'll be back very, very soon, as will the boys on Stretford Paddock. Until then, I'm Adam McCullough. Out of here.